Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Maestro Game production, and as you can see, we've had a little bit of trouble in our fixtures since the last episode, so we will have a little look into that. First of all, we played Leeds United in the Carabao Cup third round. It was a nice, comfortable game, 4-2 victory. Both teams, basically, we played our secondary teams. If you just look at our goal scorers, we had Noel, he got a couple, Jared Bowen come on as a sub, Terrell scored for us. They had a couple of players who didn't feature in their main game. So very much secondary teams. So we've proved to Leeds, we have the better first team, we have the better depth. We are just better than Leeds United. And then after that, we went and played away at Brighton. So this was a very much close game indeed. Mahi scored. They scored a lovely free kick from Grob. I assume that's pronounced. But then Dunk scored an own goal. It was rather sketchy, that goal, to be honest with you. But we built on that. We built a nice little 3-1 lead. They did pull one back, but in the end, we got the job done. We then went and had Arsenal at home. Obviously, Arsenal expected to dominate us, slap us about a bit, but we was competitive in this game. So Hector Bellerin got them off to a flying start. We then gave away a soft penalty. I believe the person who did so was Irvin. As you can see from this game as well, we had a couple of injuries going into it. So Messenholer had to play and Peter got injured during that game. That meant going into Leicester, we had Bettinelli coming back. He had a bit of a knock. Peter had a bit of a knock, and both of them really struggled. I believe I brought Peter off at half-time. Comfortable 2-0 victory for Leicester. But that brings us into today's fixtures. So, we was planning to do Manchester United and Chelsea, and we're going to keep sticking with them games. Because the West Bromwich Albion game, I'm going to play a secondary team. I will, of course, give you the result of that after the Manchester United game, prior to us going into the Chelsea one. But without further ado, and of course, Garner is not going to be featuring for us in today's game due to Man U being his parent club. Also, our financial state. Look at that lovely bank balance, folks. We have 9.6 million. We've made 7.7 during the season so far. But enough of my rambling. Let's get into this Manchester United game. Alright folks, it is time of course for our first game, a 4:30 kickoff here at the KCOM Stadium, and we are looking to keep our unbeaten record against Manchester United. Not quite sure we're going to hold on to that after today's game, but we currently have 1 win and 1 draw. Those of course were last year in the Carabao Cup, but this is the Premier League and I'm sure they're going to go a bit more all out to win today's fixture. Our team, though, for today is going to be Bettinelli in goal, Weiss and Beck at central defence, Kiko on the right and Peter on the left. We have Stewart coming in at defensive mid. Pearson moves up to central midfield alongside Irvin. Bowen is now on the left-hand side with Mahi on the right and Brewster up front. Our bench is Messenholer, Freeman, Kobold, Lopez below, Moha and Knoll. Manchester United have a very strong side. So they brought in Everton. I believe they paid in the region of 30-40 million. I'm not going to click him. Golden rule. We all know if I click him, he's going to score a hat-trick against me. They have also got in Tassi Gankov. Not quite sure where he's from, to be honest. Same with Szobaskley. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. Pogba's in the lineup. Lingard is. Rashford, Shaw, Maguire. Maguire's coming back. Hopefully he doesn't come back to bite us. Maybe Harry Maguire might feel a bit of remorse for Hull City. Maybe he'll score an own goal and help us out. Wishful thinking. Skriniar at defence and Wan-Bissaka. They of course have David De Gea in goal. We're not going to go through their bench, although I do see a few talented players on that bench. Carlos thinks we should encourage the team and give them a bit of a morale boost. You know what? Calmly. I know we're underdogs, but go out there and give the fans a performance to cheer for. Yeah. Keep it calm. Nobody panic. It's Manchester United. We're expected to lose. And we have Georgia Pope once more. She can't get enough of me. Well, she is of course from BBC Radio Humberside. She is devious and we have a great respect for her. So, are you hoping that a change in playing style will result in change of fortunes for the better? No, I decided to change my playing style so we can see more goals, Georgia. Of course, I certainly hope so. What we were doing wasn't working, so it's time for a change. How are you approaching the task of breaching the Premier League's best defence? Well, Georgia, we are going with one attacker. We thought less attackers, the more easy it will be to score. Now, we have to find and exploit their weaknesses. They exist, so it's up to us to make the most of them. I don't think we need to do anything special, but we have to believe we can beat them because we can. Yeah, that's a great approach. I'm treating it as a normal match. We know what we can do and what they can do, and we'll play accordingly. Now, we need to exploit their weaknesses. Not quite sure what their weaknesses are, I guess. Ollie the Wally with the trolley. Maybe he's the weakness. Your team selection has offered little way of surprise today. Are you confident ahead of kickoff? No, I picked the players I don't think who are going to do the best job. Of course, Georgia. I'm confident. My team picks itself, but it's very strong, and we've got every chance of winning if we play as well as we're capable of. That's appropriate, especially considering our record against Manchester United. If we play our best, we can get a victory. But we need to move down here, because we are currently a bit nearer to the relegation zone than we was in previous episodes. In fact, we're playing Man U and Chelsea. Us being down there by the end of the episode would not surprise me in the slightest. If we can get a draw out of these two games, that would be great. Unfortunately, Victor getting his second goal of the season in 10 minutes is not going to help that. It's not going to help at all. And in fact, I do not want to see that again. Lindelof playing it to Shaw, who whips one across. Weiss tries to head it away, but he just heads it back down, and yeah. Rough start, folks. Rough start. We're going to demand more. Oh, please. No, back. VA has confirmed it. Great. Alexandra Burke has gone and give away a penalty. And it's slotted away by Pogba. Yikes. Okay, we're going to go for a bit more than a demand more. This is getting rather embarrassing, folks. This is definitely not the start we wanted. Show some passion fruit, lads. And go positive. We need to at least go positive. Bettinelli. Bettinelli plays it up. Pogba gets it on the halfway line, though. Flings it down. We have Rashford on this left-hand side, whips on the cross. Weiss tries to stay the way, but Tashkinov keeps it in. Wan-Bissaka whips one back post, and it's Rashford for a third. Strap in, folks. This one is going to hurt. I hope they brought the lube. I really hope they brought the lube. Because this one is painful. Harry Maguire plays it short to Pogba on the halfway line. We are only 20 minutes in and we are 3-0 down. This is not good in the slightest. In fact, our goal difference is starting to look a lot more like Southampton's. All the way on -13. Wan-Bissaka with the throwing. We really have not had any possession, and considering this is a home game, that is pathetic. I know we're playing Manchester United, but we need to do a little better. Weiss, nice tackle. Plays it up to the halfway line, but it is intercepted. Kondegear, make a stupid error, please. Please, no. Just one silly error. I just want one. Give us a pity goal, please. United. Take it easy on us. Irvin plays it to Bowen. Bowen. Come on, Bowen. Come on, Jared. Oh my god, Jared. Jared. That is not what we want from you today, Jared. That really is not. But it's Tashnikov. Yeah, let's go with that one. Rashford. And Bettinelli makes a nice save. At least we know Bettinelli can make a save today. Unfortunately, he has not made enough of them. Irvin heads it away. Come on, Mahi, counter. No. End of the highlight. That is not good. Show a bit more passion fruit, lads. Pearson, you're frustrated? You guys conceded 3 goals in 20 minutes. We are frustrated. Not you, Pearson. But it is half time, folks. Manchester United 3, Hull City 0. We've had 6 shots, they've had 10. 2 on target to their 6. 10 total fouls to 3. 1 yellow card to 1 yellow card. 55% possession to 45% possession. Our best performer has been Kiko, with a 6.9 and 100% crossing completion ratio. Our worst performer has been Bettinelli, with a 6.5. Tashkinov has been their best performer with 1 goal and a 7.3. Jesse Lingard has been struggling to perform with a 6.7. And you know what? Bettinelli, you can come off. We're going to take Bettinelli off. We're going to take Peter off. And I'm really tempted to do a triple sub, you know. Half-time triple sub. Now that would be desperation. But assertively, that was a horrible... that was an absolutely terrible. Your performance has been extremely poor. And they agree. I'm glad they at least agree. What they could do, though, is repay that by going and getting a goal. It's not enough to agree. We need you to actually do something about it. Wan-Bissaka whips one across. Rashford can't get onto the end of it. Kiko, can he counter-attack? Come on, Kiko. Nice ball by Kiko over the top to Brewster. Brewster, does he have any help inside? I don't know. He does. Mahi, and it's to no one. Unfortunate. Everton brings it down for Lingard, though. Lingard on the counter-attack, and it's wide. Thankfully, it has gone wide. Luckily for us, there is plenty of teams down at the bottom who are struggling. Brewster keeps it in. Maguire hoofs it upfield. Don't see us getting him back anytime soon. Kiko plays it short to Pearson. Pearson holds it up, plays it to Irvin. Irvin, nice ball over to Mahi. Mahi slides and plays it back to De Gea. Mahi, he is not your teammate. He's the opposition goalkeeper. But it is up to Rashford. Shaw down the wing, back to Rashford. Rashford one-on-one with the keeper. Messenholer, nice save. Not a bad save by Messenholer. At this point, I'm just hoping we can keep it to 3 and not go to 4. Because this is rather embarrassing, but if we can go the half and at least not concede, that would be a move in the right direction. But we have Pearson struggling, we have Bowen struggling. You know what? Mahi, Bowen, swap over. Inside forward on attack. We will then go... no. Moha. Moha, get out there. You can come on as an inside forward. No, actually, Jared can go and be a winger. Jared, you can be a winger. We shall demand more. That has made Freeman anxious. Pearson has been frustrated and anxious all game. So, that's no good. Pearson is clearly not built for these bigger games. He is ideal for beating upon smaller teams. But put him in these big games and he will get nervous and frustrated. Freeman, nice inception. Weiss, Irvin, to Pearson. Brewster, nice. Turns past 1, gets past 2. Brewster's running straight through them. Ah, Brewster. Unlucky, my friend. If they didn't have the greatest keeper in the world... Oh, Brewster. This is not a time to be getting a knock, my friend. Toy to Achilles. Wan-Bissaka tries to play one through it, is intercepted. Come on, Brewster. Come on, Brewster. Even with that tight Achilles, you can do this. Pass 1. Pass 2. Oh, Rian. He is a marvellous striker. We are definitely not getting him back next year. I know I said this last season, but I'm pretty sure Liverpool is going to use him in the following season. He has been fantastic for us so far. Mohawk can't get into it. Irvin beaten by Pogba in the air. And it looks like a rather boring second half, folks. They've had a bit more of the possession, but not really done much with it. 3 minutes remain. Come on, Bowen. Come on, please. Just one pity goal. Just a pity goal. Stuart. Oh, come on, Freeman. Come on, Freeman. Get a nice ball across. Come on, Freeman. Boha. Oh. Why? De Gea, just let us have one, please. Nope. No remorse from Manchester United. Wan-Bissaka picking up the player of the match in this 3-0 loss. So, we had 12 shots, they had 18. We had 6 on target, they had 10. We had 21 fouls, they had 8. 3 yellow cards to 2, 47% possession to 53. Our best performance was Kevin Stewart with a 7 and 100% tackle completion ratio. We had Jared Bowen struggling on a 6.3. Their best performer was Wan-Bissaka with 7 fouls against and an 8.2. Their worst was Juan Fernando Quintero with a 6.5. A clean sheet by De Gea ensures that the goalkeeper has now played 304 consecutive minutes for Manchester United without conceding. Great. So we even got the greatest keeper in the world on the greatest form possible. Kevin Stewart also made his 75th league appearance. Well, time to tell the team it was disappointing. No, I'm far from pleased with that result. I really want to go aggressive, to be honest. But assertive. Assertive. We can't be throwing the hairdryers quite yet. Hopefully the West Bromwich Albion game will be a nice little pick-up in form. And a little bit of pick-up in their mentality. Admittedly, like I said, I will be playing the second team for that game. So we have our starters ready for the Chelsea game. Luckily, the tight Achilles is only going to keep Brewster out for 1 to 2 days. Klopp was spotted. Of course, he's watching Brewster. Because Brewster is amazing. So he's probably going to get into the Liverpool team, or at least onto the bench next season, as predicted from me earlier on. But without further ado, I'm going to go play this West Bromwich Albion game, and then I'll meet you in the Chelsea game. Alright folks, so as you can see, our Carabao Cup game didn't go quite according to plan. We did pick up the victory, but it had to go to penalties. We also have this slight problem of our backup striker. So he got injured in the 33rd minute with a potential foot injury. And if we take a closer look at said potential foot injury, he managed to break a toe. So he's out for 5 weeks to 8 possible weeks. That's not going to be good if anything happens to Brewster. So, also whilst we are back, I thought, let's do the cup draw. Why not? We haven't done a cup draw for a little while. So let's see who we get in the Carabao Cup quarter-finals. So, the first team out in the Carabao Cup quarter-finals is Sunderland. Sunderland, I believe, unless... No, they'll be the second lowest team. There's Fleetwood, then Sunderland, then Crystal Palace or Newcastle, I'm guessing, because they're both in the Championship. Then I guess the next easiest is Everton, followed by Wolves, and then of course Chelsea is the game we want to really avoid. So Sunderland will play Newcastle. We are at home to Everton. I mean, would have preferred Fleetwood, would have preferred Palace, but I'll take it. Not the worst draw we could have got. Fleetwood is at home too. They'll be hoping for a big draw against Chelsea, I'm guessing. No, they get Wolverhampton Wanderers. And of course, Crystal Palace hosts Chelsea. So that is the Carabao Cup. And of course, here we are against Everton at the K-Com Stadium. And that will be it for the cup draw. I will see you fine folks in the Chelsea game. Alright folks, it is of course time for our second game. We are here at Stamford Bridge here in London. We have taken the 4-hour car journey down from Hull, and well, Chelsea's not pulling any punches today. They have James Rodriguez, who they brought in on a free transfer this year, and well, the rest of the team is looking just as strong. So we've got Tammy Abraham up front, we've got Mount just behind him, Willian on the right hand side, Kante, Jorginho. Yeah, that's a very strong 4-2-3-1 they are going with. But we, of course, are going for a nice little 4-1-2-1, otherwise known as a 4-1-2-3, I believe, in-game. We are taking a cautious gegenpress approach, slight adaptation to the approach we have been going with for most of the season. But in goal we have Bettinelli, we have Weiss and Berk at centre-back. We have Pite on the left-hand side, Kiko on the right, Pearson drops to defensive mid. We have Garner alongside Irvin in central midfield, Bowen on the right, Moha on the left, and Brewster up front. Our bench consists of Messenholer, Freeman, Kobold, Stewart, Lopez, Mahi, and Eves, because of course we had that injury to our backup striker, so Eves is going to have to come onto the bench. Carlos thinks we should remind the players that there's no real pressure on us here. And to be fair, Carlos, that is a pretty sensible approach. We're expected to get beat by Chelsea and we're expected to get beat pretty heavily. So guys, go out there, enjoy the game. Nobody expects us to get results. Go out there and enjoy playing without any pressure on you. That is going to be our approach. So, both teams come into this one in a spell of poor form. Is this therefore a good opportunity to step up and arrest your recent struggles? Well, Georgia, who seems to follow me everywhere, it is a great opportunity to shake off our malaise, find our form and turn our form around. Find our focus and turn our form around. We have to show that we want this more than they do. We're both in a similar predicament, so we need to be up for the challenge. It's going to be very scrappy and almost certainly won't be pretty. And the teams that works the hardest is going to merge with the rewards. If we don't step up our game and play at the level I know we can, then perhaps it be Chelsea. We have to show that we want it more. That is the best approach in my eyes. We have to just want it more. And of course, because of the cup, this is all messed up. So correct that one. And we are all good. Move that down to the bottom of the table because we are at the wrong end of the table at the moment. Of course, we are expected to be down there in the fight. It could be worse. We could be Sheffield United on only 4 points. They did pick up a nice little draw against Man City though. And we are 1-0 up, folks. Come on, Weiss. Had to be jubilant about this one, to be honest. It was scrappy, and I can see them fighting back and scoring pretty soon after. So, fingers crossed they don't. Fingers crossed this has been a great tactical approach and we can hold on. But I'm not confident. Hopefully we can get a second. Second will definitely fill me with confidence. Rodriguez, back post, and there's the goal I was talking about. Didn't take long for Rudiger to equal for Chelsea. Nice cross in from Rodriguez. Back post, not in by Rudiger. Not sure why the goalkeeper just stood there and didn't attempt to save it. But it is 1-1. Now, to be fair, I did say at the start of the episode a draw from either this or the Manchester United game would be enough. I don't expect us to be picking up huge points in today's episode. As long as we can pick up something, it will be useful. Heck, we don't even necessarily need to get a point. Just don't get embarrassed again like the Man U situation. And right now, that is what we are getting, a point so far. It's currently 1-1 here at the Stamford Bridge. They've had 8 shots, we've had 5. 2 on target, we've had 3. They've had 6 fouls, we've committed 14. 2 yellow cards to our 4. 53% possession to our 47% possession. Their best player, of course, was Rudiger with 1 goal and a 7.2 rating. Ours was De Weiss with 1 goal and, you guessed it, also a 7.2 rating. Struggling to perform, Jorginho with a 6.5 and Irvin with a 6.4. Latest scores from around the league, we have Aston Villa 2, Bournemouth 1. We have Burnley 1, Manchester United 1. We have Everton 0, Brighton 3. Everton did miss a penalty from Gomez. I'm going to assume that's not Aurelio. No, it's Andre Felipe Tavares Gomez. Of course. Carlos thinks we should tell the boys they did well. You know what? Roughly, yeah, the defenders did well. So, assertively, no, we haven't really been the better team. You know what? Go out there and get revenge. Yeah, that's gone down well. Go out there and avenge us, lads. Our current record against Chelsea, of course, is we've lost one and we have drawn one. So let's go put a victory on the board. Let's go even it up like Manchester United did against us. Moha dispossessed by Rudiger. Rudiger to Abraham to Rudiger. Plays one through to Giroud, but De Weiss gets to it. Plays it back to Tomari, was that? I don't know. Rodriguez, though, plays it down to Giroud. Giroud to Kante. Kante intercepted by Garner on the counter-attack. Come on, Garner. Nice ball through to Bowen. Come on, Jared. Oh, Jared. The goal's not twice as wide. Kepa. Kepa plays it short to Rudiger. Rudiger is pressured. Plays it to Christiansen to Kante. Kante up to Marcos. Marcos is coming down this left-hand side. Plays it back to Christiansen. Christiansen plays it back to Marcos. Back to Rodriguez to Kante. To Marcos once again on this left-hand side. Plays it through to Rodriguez. He's in a nice crossing position now. Tammy Abraham, and it's over. That is good for us. It is also a very opportune time to make some substitutions. So, we have Peter, who's struggling. He's also on a yellow card. Irvin, same sort of situation. He's struggling a bit more. And we have Moha, who's struggling a lot. So I think the approach is going to be triple substitution. We're going to get Peter off, Irvin off, and Moha off. Now, the temptation is to move Peter up onto that left-hand side, but I'm going to refrain from that. So what we'll do is we'll bring Mahi on. Lopez can come on for Irvin. Mahi, we'll swap him with Jared, because Jared has not had the... I mean, he's at 6.8. He's against Chelsea. 6.8, I can't really complain with, but we're going to mix it up. Move him to the other side. Hopefully that helps. Freeman, of course, coming on for Peter. And let's hope one of those two on yellow cards don't get themselves sent off, because then we will be in trouble. We have survived so far. 65th minute, 67th, 68th, 69th. You know what, we're going to give lads a bit of praise. Hopefully that helps and doesn't make anyone nervous. No, that's made Lopez and Mahi nervous. Telling them they're doing a good job so far is apparently making them nervous. But they have a couple of nervous people amongst the ranks too. They have Jorginho and Kante, and James is apprehensive. Not quite sure why they made a defensive change, to be honest. But I would take it. We got the point we needed from these two games, folks. Was a little worrying after watching the Man U game, but I will take it from Chelsea. So, as the stats go, Chelsea 17 shots, Hull City 7. They had 4 on target, we had 3 on target. They was extremely wasteful. They had 11 fouls, we gave away 21. 3 yellow cards to our 5. 51% possession to our 49. Best performances were from the defenders. So we have Rudiger for Chelsea, 1 goal and a 7.6 rating. De Weiss, he went in the opposite direction, had 1 goal but a 7.3 rating. Struggling to perform as was Tammy Abraham. He had a 6.3 rating and 0 shots on target ratio. Moha struggled with a 52% passing completion ratio and a 6.3 as a result. Rudiger takes the player of the match with a 7.6 rating. De Weiss only with a 7.3, of course. So, Carlos says we should tell the boys they did an excellent effort, and to be honest, I think that's reasonable. Well done, lads, you proved a lot of people wrong. We avoided defeat. We was expected to get slapped about, and I will take a point from that fixture. So, Chelsea labour to a draw. And I think going into next episode, we are going to... See, this is tricky. So, we do play Norwich, Aston Villa near each other further down. So, I'll definitely be showing them ones. Man City is near Chelsea. So, I think we're going to skip over the Everton game. I think the next episode we will do Burnley and Manchester City. And then the following video, I'm not quite sure. I kind of want to get the QPR game in a video. So, it might end up being Wolves QPR. But then again, I might try and squeeze Aston Villa Everton in. Just so we get one of the Everton... Hey, yeah, that's a good point. They're both home Everton fixtures. I don't know. I'll figure it out for after the next episode. The next episode will definitely be Burnley away and Man City at home, though. Unless the game decides to move the fixtures. In which case, I'm going to be a liar. But hopefully that doesn't happen. I hope you all enjoyed today's episode. I hope you all have a lovely weekend ahead of you. And I hope you all have a great night. Goodbye.